We're back with Alan Doane, one of Hawaii's top-ranking corporate executives of Alexander and Baldwin, Inc. How did this position come up for you as CEO?
Well, I started with A&B in 1991. And I had been actually in Hawaii, living in Hawaii 3 times before that. But I started with A&B in 1991. The previous chief executive officer had the onset of a medical condition, John Couch, and he had to step down from the CEO position of A&B. So 1998 came along, and there was a need for a new CEO, and the board of directors who makes that decision decided that I don't know how it happened, but it was me. So.
But you were the CFO at the time, right?
No, I wasn't. I ran the real estate part of the company from 1991 to 1998, and the ag part too.
Did you have any aspirations at that time that you wanted to be a CEO of, whether it was Alexander and Baldwin or another big company eventually?
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, before that, going way back in the old personal history, I had been a senior executive of a very large company that owned C. Brewer in Hawaii, and I had been with C. Brewer a long time ago. But I was with that company for a number of years and was one of the top people in the company, one of the senior executives in my late 30s. So at that point, I thought I had some aspirations to be a CEO. I didn't know if good fortune would come my way, and I didn't exactly know if I had the capability, but that's kind of what I wanted to do. And that never happened at IU. The company was involved in a hostile takeover in the late 1980s and lost it. So after that, I just kind of went through and didn't think so much about what would happen in the future, and just was happy to do what I was doing.
What do you think are the most important factors that made you that successful at a young age?
I don't know. I could give you the normal sort of attributes that people give you. I graduated in the bottom quarter of my high school class, and it was a public high school in Philadelphia. In my high school annual, they had all the list of accomplishments of different people, and there was a blank on my name. It wasn't anything. I wasn't even in the glee club. I wasn't on the football team. I wasn't an academic all-star. And there are lots and lots of reasons for that. But I'd say that probably for me, the key was a very strong family background, which was supportive of me. Even though there wasn't a lot to show for it, and I think just a natural curiosity and interest in doing things.
This is what I'm wondering. You went to Harvard Business School.
So where did this? What happened between
where
beginning
the
and end?
Come and yeah.
Well, I read a book. No, I didn't. I just have a copy of it here for you. In 1995, you can learn all my secrets. No, I had a very unusual childhood, and I was even when I graduated from high school, I had no desire to go to college. In fact, I graduated from high school. I hadn't entered a school to go to college. I didn't think I could get into college, and I started out working in a kitchen, and I'd been a little bit isolated at that point in my life, and I worked and I had to bus all the dishes at a big office building in downtown Philadelphia, and it was like, oh, what are all these people doing? And they're wearing suits and all of that. So I kind of lived somewhat of a isolated life, but a life where I really didn't see much of the rest of the world. And I was very fortunate through a set of unusual circumstances to be able to go to college, and I graduated from BYU. And then after that, things just sort of took off. But there would be absolutely no evidence from early childhood, or even through high school, that I was even going to graduate from high school, much less go to college.
Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more on Greater Good Radio.